Very crap. And I did not change my thumbnail. What is my thumbnail? What was my thumbnail? I do not know what my thumbnail was. Why? I did not know before I started streaming. That makes no sense. All right. Can I just make it a meme? Should I just make that weird? We'll fuck it up. This says I'm fine. There says I'm iffy. All right. I don't want to. One person's watching. Chat is up actually, so we're gonna jump right into it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go right now before work. Afternoon. Back. Bullshit. I was crapping bullshit. I was out there crapping. Gosh darn it. I was crapping some spirits. Hold up. Y'all gonna give me 2 seconds while I am getting this leave. All well and good. Hey, it actually worked. And it is just not this one. That needs to come up. And that needs to go way down. I'm working on it. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm working on my audio. Give me a second. I think I might have done it. Hey, I think it's... All right. Sorry, I'm trying to play catch up right now. Yes, okay, it works. I'm not going to listen to myself. Probably can raise one of these a little bit. Lower that. Smidge. All right. With the shits. With the shits. Now I can go over there so I can watch chat. All right. So I just picked up today. Picked up Rhino. So working on him a little bit. This is actually Rhino Prime, so I need to train up his body mass. Get this boy really ready to hit some people. So I'm doing a whole bunch of exterminate missions right now. And I should be charging my phone. I need to charge this shit for when I go to work so I can listen to music. Oh, I went back to using the default ship. Just more skins and so forth. More interesting to me to throw it around. So Warframe is pretty much my game.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
A mission to kill everyone? That's weird. Got him. Whoa, rude. Much. Did it do it? Oh, hold up. Where you at? No. Coding software is. How did I mess up? Alright. Well, I just realized I was trying to get this weird, like, Attack on Titan, Armor Titan bronze to him. And the attachments right now I'm rocking on Rhino over here kind of doesn't work for it. I was trying to get something similar color, but they just look weird. Kind of went for a Hildron approach. Try to make him a real thick boy. Where'd he go? He dead. Alright. Knocked out. Ooh, and a member star. Always could use more of those. Oh, someone's not dead. Knock him over the edge. What up? Hey, rude. Checking my stream, you bitch. So I still don't have any drop frames. It is whatever. Just fall off. And you're dead. And you're dead. So this is not gonna be. Ooh.
From little things,
Rude.
big things grow, dreamers. I believe in you all.
Shoot. Sorry. This song's not kneeling? I think so. Left someone alive? That is unacceptable. Can't have that. Prime. Oh, what was? Oh, what the fuck was that? Over here jumping tall buildings in a single bound, motherfucker. Goddamn. We don't need that bullshit fire of yours. I cannot shoot for shit. How did I get a oh, right. My bolter is silenced. So as I'm going through. You ever just want to, be really annoying? Also, I'm playing off console. For those who care. Watching TennoCon. Super hyped. You see my shit, I'm super psyched for all the railjack missions and shit that's gonna pop up. Still looking for that whole crew.
The enemy is broken. Well done.
It is.
Now get to extraction.
I break enemies. You thought you had a chance. You did not. You thought you could do it. So I took my Switch down to Florida with me when I was on vacation, just to, have something to do. I didn't want to bring the PS4 and all that other stuff down. I didn't want to carry that much shit with me. And what kind of sucked was, so I did download. So the Switch, you can get Warframe on the Switch. So I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Let me pick that up. Except for the fact that so starting over on a game like this, where you're grinding and fucking,
Marines inbound.
you're doing the same missions over and over again, farming for shit. What sucked was when I re-download the game, being back at ground zero was like, oh fuck. But now I know what to do. Like, this was my second account technically, but my main account when I really started playing Warframe. So all the stuff that I did, all the mistakes that I made, like, I was speeding through story missions. The problem was story missions have changed since I've started playing, so you get different shit in the beginning missions. So like, first of all, the beginning missions used to be different types of missions. I think one was supposed to be an intercept mission, and then now it's like a rescue. So it, in general, right, it's changed up. My problem was there was this mod that you can get early on. So there's two mods early on in game that one of them I remember getting on console, the other one I don't. The one on console that I remember getting was fucking I got a cracked or flawed continuity, and continuity increases the duration of your Warframe's ability. And I think I sold that for some fucking reason because I didn't know what it was, and I knew about the rarities. I just didn't like. I was like, oh, I'm probably never gonna use this, like an idiot. But they had something called Equilibrium that I got in the first mission. It was a flawed version. You get the larger versions from fighting Levantis. But for fuck's sake, like, I was upset because what it does is, so on health pickups, it's like a percentage can be transferred over to energy, and energy pickups can transfer over to health. The good part about that is sometimes you find them and you don't need them at that time. So having ones that, like, you find tons of health pickups, and I'm pretty sure there's Arcana and shit that just makes health pickups for you, or like it increases the amount of health pickups. So if you think about it that way, you could actually just have a shit ton of energy constantly, which could kind of negate the necessity for, let's say, energy siphon, which I run on a lot of my people, which gives you a small bit of, and I can show you what I'm talking about. Energy siphon, boom, gives a small bit of energy and stuff, while just over time, I think it maxes out, yeah, at like 0.6 energy per second. So it's interesting to me, but it's kind of sucks because now I'm trying to do it, and you get it from doing the early missions that I can't go back to. So the other way to get it is fight Levantis, which I've done once, but I wasn't by myself, and I don't feel like sitting there and trying to do it by myself. But we'll survive. Right now, I'm currently transferring all of my video files from my laptop, which I used when I went on vacation, because I was kind of using it to hold all the stuff off my camera, shove it off from there, and just, you know, keep going. So now I'm moving everything to my external hard drive for some fucking reason I didn't bring with me, and kind of sucks because, you know, now I'm very much okay. We need all of this, but the good versions. And what I mean by that is we need the stuff that's really gonna hurt people. Give me twin Grakas. Give me. I want to keep messing around with you, but at the same time, I don't. Should have gotten that. So many things I need to buy. I master ranked up recently too. That was actually pretty cool. I actually kind of enjoyed that, having master rank. Went up to 13? 12. 12, and I'm already working on going up to the next. So we're gonna do a fun mission. So give me the Dragoon. This is kind of like, I'm gonna call it my riot. This is my riot setup. Got a bunch of prime stuff when I got his thing. Do I want to use this? I never used this blade. Never used it. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Big old thick boy. I don't know why, but I like the Blade of the Lotus skin, the head of it, a lot better than the prime head. Feels so off to me, right? So yeah, I just gotta change all the coloring and stuff for this. Or I could take all that stuff off. I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling. Good. I like this better though. It feels more like a suit to me. Attachments. We're just gonna copy the colors. There you go. If anything, right, what I'll do is, can I find a darker version of that? So that's there. Right. That could work. I don't know if I like how that looks. That's actually darker. I like it. I like it. It's interesting. Alright. Customization over. I'm rocking my Death Cube companions. And yeah. They do it. I need to also save up money so that I can work on some of these buildings and things that I need to create. Actually, I don't. What I'll do, market. I just find Forma. That's one of the next frames I want to try to get is Wukong. After, I mean, I'm not going to go for the Prime Axis just yet because obviously that's a lot of money to drop. Come on, you know exactly what I'm trying to type in. It's so weird typing in. There you go. Forma bundle. Let's do this. Now you can buy 3 for 35. Now there is a specific reason why I'm doing this. Mainly because it sucks how needing 35,000 every time is annoying. Especially because I know I play, but I don't play Space Panda Primes. So enter Clan Dojo. Let's do it. So I'm starting to build my own clan. What are you missing? You're missing Forma. Okay. Boom. Thank you. Cost to finish. Okay, I did a lot of weird things. Ignore them. This is for something later on. I gotta remember how to interact with them. But so yeah, working on the clan dojo. In a large room. So each one of these rooms is going to branch off to something. I don't know what exactly yet. But we have Biolab. Okay. Chem Lab. Definitely things that I need to purchase. Energy Lava, Energy Focused Research Projects. So we need more energy stuff. Okay. So instead of wasting time, decorate. Time to add some things. I know this is probably boring to watch because I usually get really bored when I watch people just sit and decorate things, but give me a hot second because everything in Warframe takes fucking 80 bajillion years. Unless you want to pay for it to finish quickly. So I just want to get this stuff set and then I'll go back to missions. Got like a little over an hour. So definitely things I can do. I'm sorry if I'm yelling in your ear. Treasury. Yeah, alright. That works. So all the way in the corner. Alright, and then we're going to yes, what I want to do is contribute to decoration, which I can contribute all. Nice. All right. Place decoration. All right. So now I'll have the treasury, so I can dump equipment and other resources off here, which will be nice. So the clans can build. I think the other one I need is a trading post, which can be, and I think that'll be the last thing I can actually build until I get more forma. What's this? Oh, okay. Obviously, I'm a squad of one, so I don't mind contribute everything. I do have a couple friends I'm going to try to bring over as soon as time allows. Oh, you know what I actually probably should build instead? If I can find it. All depends on which I find first now. There's a platform that you need. Ascension altar, right? Yep. Okay. So the Ascension altar will, I guess I'll put it over here in place. And then I will contribute to decoration, contribute all. And yeah, it should be done. Alright, so these two things, unless it takes time to finish. Which I guess it does. That's not the one I need to rush. Okay. Like I said, so I'm not gonna waste the platinum on that. I might need it relatively soon. More. And there's another one here, so, and then this is a little artwork I was making. I don't know what I was going for here, but we're gonna leave the dojo. Let those things work, because I don't really gotta worry about them too heavily. Shit goes on. Oh, I don't know if I'll rage in this video or not. I don't really feel rage. Not really accustomed to it. Oh, right, there it goes. So, we are going to Jupiter to get more Jupiter. So at level 7, so this is why I love Rhino personally. Super simple Warframe to use, right? You don't have to worry about being really technical. Still stays in for late game. He's a late game Warframe. Silly dumb. Time to kill him.
Eliminate all Corpus threats. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
They all dead. I'm not worried about you. Let's go.
You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
I know this. I am a god. But yeah, no. So my favorite thing with him is he's not like other Warframes. I think it, and I guess I'll compare it to League. I'll take it. League is very much like, you know, you have your abilities, and you have a general sense of how best to cast them for a large accuracy, or to like how to improve your. Oh, need that. I don't think we need that. I should have put on something with magnetic damage. 2 down. up above me. Not any longer. Oh, don't like this. Sit down. Alright, so I need to make it over there, I'm assuming. Risky. Why? That's why no one likes you. That's why you came home and everyone's like, you know what? You suck. Oh, touching me. It does. You couldn't have given me one of them here. Ooh, suck it up. Alright. Bunch of these. Take them all. Take more money. Sniping with the shotgun. Story of my life. Sit down. Be humble. Oh. Oh, come here. This is for personal growth and development. Oh, what do you think that was gonna do? I had to punch through. Yeah, I don't know what you thought that was about to do. Come here. Alright, what should we do? Oh, I forgot that was the thing. One of his special abilities. Alright, so I personally enjoy being a swordsman in the game. You know, medium speed. You get to do a lot more of the more like movement-based acrobatics. Nice. I don't know what you thought I was gonna do. How was your food? My food was delicious. Don't ask me that.
While the rest of the
Dude, as soon as I saw Rhino Prime was in the Prime Vault, right? I was like, yes.
Bear witness,
Yes.
betrayers, to
Fucking
my
finally.
exciting
No,
new
no, we don't need that.
product line.
I was so pumped for that. You're being incredibly rude. Profit. So that's anything to do with the profit taker. Got him. The other funny thing is the nullifiers don't really fuck with so I recently started playing Pokemon on the Switch again, and I have very limited games on the Switch, so I was kind of like bouncing between Super Smash Ultimate and Warframe when I had internet connection, which I'm just gonna say I kind of wish that Warframe, you know, you could play these missions. I mean, I get it would be crazy large. I wish you could kind of play a lot of these missions offline. The consoles, they're like really want you to not do that. So, where are we looking? Where are we looking? There you go. Level 8. Does it do anything for me? No, I am actually trying to find some weapons here. So if you want, game, be a really big friend here. Like an idiot. you're someone who's interested in playing this game, you can play it by yourself. I solo most of the time. Doesn't mean I'm good by any means, but I will also say that a large percentage of the later missions, end game stuff, the really fun stuff, right? Early game, a lot of the quests are super simple and super fun, but later on in the game, it does get kind of like, I don't want to say it's all right. There's a lot of in-between farming which gets really repetitive, so you kind of will have your missions that you'll like, and you'll have the missions you don't like. You'll get frames that are good for specific missions.
Well done. Now get
Oh,
to
you thought I was
extraction.
gonna sit there and let you hit me? No. You stupid. Where is your spawner? How does that spawn like that? Cheapness. Hate these things. Zapping through shield. So of course, Run only being this level, a lot of what I'm fighting is his. Well, you know, he doesn't have a lot of other augments. I don't have any of his augments, but he doesn't have a lot of mods on him right now. I have some pretty decent ones for armor. I usually run pretty speedy loadouts for my Warframes. He's really simple. You kind of end up coming down to armor for him if you want to run just a straight tank.
Walkers incoming.
Cool. I don't know from where, but that's cool. You know, so you know you can fight him that you can use him, utilize him pretty well that way, because he has his overshields. The other way I really like playing him is with a whole bunch of duration. So because he has his roar ability, which lasts it's a very short amount of time. I didn't get the guy spawn. Usually there's like this small crew of I guess you call them like pseudo bosses that will spawn. Actually, if you had any other weapon, that would be freeze die. Got him. But so he has a roar ability. Already lasted 30 seconds. Actually, it's not that bad. And they're all like super low tier, like the first one. So you gotta remember. So this boosts everything, right? This shotgun already does a crazy amount of damage, but look at me. This is what I wanted to go for his like color and stuff. One down. Right? So that lasts for 30 seconds. So I usually boost a lot of his continuity just for that ability, right? And coming to think of it, right? I want to switch between the two to show the comparison, because a lot of people told me I did I think a build video for Rhino, and this is still not having augments or anything like that. It was just for my love of that character. And then someone was immediately like, yeah, you can't say that until you have to try Prime. Oh my God, the difference, right? He's so much, like, he's tankier for one. He has more, like, his base stats are higher. That's really where the primes come in. Their base stats are higher for you. They're, they usually have more energy.
Limbo, you have to find
I'll show the
those proof
comparison.
fragments to complete the theorem.
So, R2's abilities, his ability, I knew this was coming, because while streaming, my internet sucks. I don't know if that has any difference. Passive is a shockwave, is Rhino Stomp. I don't think these change anything, right? I don't think these really change. The roar seemed really long though, 30 seconds, right? It shows all the base stats. So I haven't increased time on that at all. Armor. Yeah, no, see, that's pretty basic. Now, if I switch over, so this is rank 9, right? I have at the top, where you at? My other Rhino with 2 Forma in him. He's max rank. And when you're max rank, what happens is you get a crap ton of other buffs. More shields, more health, right? So my armor, even with a bunch of other armor stuff, right? I have my continuity, I have my redirects. This was for an augment later on, intensify flow. So even with all this stuff, I noticed there's a big difference. Energy and health, 300. Okay, now we're going to equip. Now we're gonna scroll all the way back down to you. So my energy's not as high, but also I don't have flow on. My health and stuff is not as high, but he had all. So yeah, so just off the bat, this is the other skin I was using. The real beefy boy hours. Real beefy boy. But dude, they hit so hard, and they're just so useful late game. If I was gonna change anything about his loadout right now, right, I would change Intensify, because I really don't need it too heavily for some duration, so I would just be able to keep running around. I didn't want to do that. Thank you, game. I love it when you understand exactly what I'm trying to say, and I hit the wrong button. Scrolling through. Okay, let's get Steel Charge. Steel Charge. Melee weapons do more damage. Rush, because I like to move fast. Armor Agility gives me more armor and gives me speed. Steel Fiber gives me a shit ton more armor. Streamline is for my efficiency, and we're gonna throw a Prime Continuity for even more duration on stuff, and I have 4 left to play with. I don't think I can throw anything else on here of substance. Steel Fiber. I guess. Like honestly, I guess. So if I go back to abilities, I'm pretty sure my roar 40 seconds. Yeah. What else? I had to keep upgrading him. Take this off. Oh, do I want to add that? So what would I need to take off? Doesn't make any sense to throw. I removed this, right? So I lose speed and I lose some armor. I can live with that right now if this makes sense. 265. Only reason this would be useful if I'm actually... Sorry. This would only be useful if I was getting a lot more energy back. I mean by that it's like... So this kind of build out, continuity plus the flow and the armor, would be so I could pop... I could use my Iron Skin ability. That would be there. And then I would just keep using the Roar ability to get stronger. So I don't know if I really want to run this just off the strength that I need to level up at least past rank 9, or rank 12, sorry, so I can start getting more capacity. Because yeah, this is very slow going, but I need the efficiency, because if I'm gonna keep activating Roar, that's gonna be a bitch. But with continuity, I can activate it less. With flow, I have more energy. You know what I'm going to do? No, I'm not going to do that. I am going to go back and add in my runner. I think it's my armor agility. Here's why. The more armor, the stronger my my Iron Skin is. So the more useful it is to me. And the stronger my Roar ends up being. I think it goes off of my armor rating. So we're just going to have to play around with that. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so we're rocking this skin now. Different color. I'm a space roll. Yeah, I don't want to play this. Could do Carpo and just sit there and have a lot of fun, or where you at? We're going to go to the Void. So that one has a lot of strong guys. We're going to go to the Void for a nice long exterminate mission. I'll probably stream for about another 30 minutes and then cut it off. I'll do what I need to do.
The tower's neural sentry is operational. I'm picking up multiple threats, all under Orokin control. Wipe them all out.
I love this shotgun. So the bullets are bouncy. They also have punch through, right? So I can you know multi-shoot people. It's charged, so I can get like a really precise straight barrage. Or just keep hitting the button. It's a really big scatter shot. It does so much damage.
Let's clean up their mess.
I like the Cornith. The Cornith is another. It's like a really. It's a satisfying pump shotgun, right? Every time you pull the trigger, it's like a really nice like. What you would imagine a shotgun to sound like. The only problem with it is, right? It has a secondary fire mode, which is actually pretty good. You need to play with it a whole bunch to get used to the range. Things with heavy fall off, I find that to be true. You have to like get used to. Some guns are really good, have really good secondary fire modes, but they need like strong. You have to get used to it because like the Cornith, its secondary fire mode only activates after like 20 meters. So it does a huge amount of blast damage only after 20 meters. So you fire it, it's like a slug, and if you're accurate, you can hit someone and do some damage, and it most likely will be a one shot. But if you want to get like a whole bunch of people, like a room full of people, it can do that too, but you just have to kind of know where you're aiming. Argon crystal. Let's go. As you can see, I'm not aiming at all. I'm just letting it. Oh, no. You want to hear something fun? This, by far, Twin Baracas, whatever they're called, are my favorite. You ever just want to like a fucking A10 Warthog as side weapons? I think I slowed down the gun considerably, but the fire rate on this thing is crazy. You know, it doesn't matter. This thing is like so weak. It just shoots so much. I really don't matter too much about the weapon recoil. If you're fighting like late game, you kind of probably want a really constant stream of bullets heading at someone. Right? Right now, some of those just random flicks, those random bullets, all you need. All you need because I've been running my iron skin this entire time. Do you think I wasn't going to? This isn't how it usually sounds. It's a lot more of like intimidating, just like how many bullets are coming at your head. I'm not aiming in this one. Iron skin back. Anyone but also a major buff for all your allies while like running him late game. Is he just like get close to people, give them buffs so like your real heavy frames when they're fighting do a shit ton of damage.
The enemy
That's why
is
I
broken.
count.
Well done. Now get to extraction.
Like he really is a late game Warframe because as a support one, you want a support that's not always dying. Like what's her name? Not Mirage. Mirage is pretty decent. I'm not remembering her name. Once I get out of this mission, I'll go over it and see if I can show what I'm talking about. But essentially, she's a heavy support, right? I have her primed as well. She's a heavy support, big on energy gaining, big on like keeping your health up. Because before Hildren, she was way before Hildren. Before Hildren, shields weren't really that major of a thing. Keeping your shield was, but there was no need for like over shield. But yeah, no, she's like, in my eyes, she's kind of a shitty late game frame because she has so little armor. Like, she would have to be moving around all the fucking time in order for her to really be like super effective. Which then means your problem is you have to constantly be engaging the enemy in a way that you're close to them so her abilities will catch on, but then you're farther enough away so you won't keep dying. Like that's as a support frame, right? Or if you want to be a support role, what you don't want to do is not be annoying and always dying, right? So that's why I like Rhino. He's purely a buff in the sense of how much attack you're about to do. I can't share my overshield with anyone, but I can share the offensive buff that I give people. And that's pretty simple. That's how I like to keep it. Like, I don't want to like overcomplicate shit. I just want to be like, yo, hit them harder. Alright, nah, we don't like that. Not what I'm here for. 10? We're at 10 now, alright. I mean, literally got this character today. Trinity. That bitch. I said that bitch. So, 21 armor, right? Shit ton of energy, right? So she has huge energy reserve. As you can see, I have not master ranked her. Health shield are pretty good. She's pretty fast, right? All of her abilities, though, Well of Life, you target an enemy, they'll gain health. You and your allies will gain health. Energy Vampire, you can steal over time, steal energy from enemies. Link, which means you can link yourself to an enemy, which means so any damage you take just goes to that enemy. So that's useful in a sense of keeping damage off of you. And then Blessing, it's like a major buff. So I'm not the biggest fan of Trinity. I don't like really playing Trinity, but it is like your ultimate form of support frame. This is really like supports you on getting more energy, keeping your health up, keeps giving you blessings. So you're really running around just wanting to keep giving people blessings. I feel like I don't usually keep track of my teammates that well because I don't often. If I play with the same people, I would definitely run Trinity because then I would know like, okay, here's our setup. I know who needs it more often and not. Because I primarily play with randos, or if I play by myself, I want to be able to dish out some damage, and it's hard to train her up on your own when she really doesn't have any offensive capabilities. So you rock out with Rhino. Fun weapon, but I don't want to keep using something that's not going to get leveled up. We're gonna give you the big one. Hammer time. And as fun as that weapon is as well, I don't want to keep. You know, I'll hold on to it. I'll hold on to it because my theory is right, and I think I did something to this. So we have Hornet Strike, reload speed, rate of fire, and magazine. I think what must have happened. I think it has to be. That's the only other thing that gives me that level of Yep. All right. So I think this will give you the what I'm talking about. When you hear these ones go off, you'll be like, "What the fuck?" And then this is higher energy. So if you look over here, this kind of breaks it down for you. Can do 3,000 damage on someone for viral. He has a 63% status charge. You gotta remember, like, uh, it's a high chance that status, electricity, or slash, any of these things are really gonna hit for the most effective they can. Uh, Very low accuracy, as you can tell. It's a charge rate, so in 0.26 of a second, I can have my charge. Um, so that's why I was able to like keep following that off. Very loud, obviously. Reload's pretty good. So it does a shit ton of damage. So I use things like Hell's Chamber, which gives multi-shot, Charge Show, which, you know, obviously I have to go through. There is absolutely no former in this. I have to go through and add former for like Hell's Chamber, a couple other ones, so I can get some of these other things up here. This is a big one, shotgun ammo. I want to have something that will keep, you know, because like defense missions or survival missions, this becomes a pain when you run out of ammunition. But this is nice. You run over different types and you'll get more ammo. Accelerated blast for fire rate. I really don't find that too much of a thing I need right now. Right. I wanted things with status, so that's why I keep, you know, a lot of these status things in here. Speed, and I don't have fall off, so I don't have to worry about projections or critical damage, because my crit chance is very, very low. Some weapons, hold up, this is for Wisp weapon, right? Critical chance 75%. Damn, that's her semi-automatic, so it's like a big blast, which means 75% of the time when I shoot, when I take a shot, I can hit a 4 times multiplier off of about 1,600 damage. So whatever that is times 4. So you know, you want to look at. Plus, I also gave it punch through because I like these. A lot of the Corpus use these shields. Actually, both the Grenier and the Corpus use shields, and you know, you think that's gonna protect you, and boom, you just shoot them. Fuck it, I'll rock the Fullman. For a couple missions, because then I don't gotta worry about ammo. We'll charge this thing up and we'll swing it around. Do I need to elevate you? Shattering Storm. So yeah, I have to worry about that too. Oh, pressure point, reach, shattering impact. Okay, so this thing's pretty much set to be really, really annoying. All right, I love it. Not the best of the hammers. Syndicates. Yeah, they don't like me, and they're gonna love me pretty soon. But I need things.
Hey, are you gonna help these people out?
Rank up. So I need a $500,000, and Zephyr Prime can be exchanged for 45. I wish you. All right, so this is something I actually do. I think it would also be kind of cheap, but I wish you could trade. So you could buy these things for Ducats, right? So the things you sell, you trade in to the Void Trader for these little currencies. I wish you could then buy them back, even if it was for more. You could buy specific ones, because I feel like I always find that to be really annoying. But in order to get
All right, what can we help
the
you with?
next level of things, right? I got all these dual cleavers. I don't have a emitter, so I don't need that. But Sobek, I have that. But where is it at? I gotta find Mesa, Nindis, Nova, Rhino. Here you go. All right. That's not what I need. Iron Chapel, Iron Skin Augment recasting this, so it makes it now recast, will cause whatever's left of it to pretty much detonate, dealing 100% of its remaining health as puncture damage and knocking down enemies. So that's nice. So now I can recast. So pretty much what you're going to do with this is you're going to get down to 50, recast. Now you're going to be back, you know, it's going to detonate off of you and you're going to get more. Piercing Roar, enemies will suffer puncture procs, which is nice. So that just gives that an additive to whatever you're doing. And then Reinforced Stomp. Iron Skin health is replenished by 80. So pretty much you'll use your 4th ability a lot more just to give you back some armor. So these are the type of things I need. I got some skins and things and some small little things. So, but that's the biggest one. I really need the reinforced stomp, the piercing roar, and the iron shrapnel. But to get it, I need that chassis. So, things to work on. Big beefy boy. I think I can do one more. Let's do a capture mission. I'm trying to, well, at least, the very least, break up what missions I'm doing. Even though I do mostly exterminate missions when I'm trying to level up frames. Defense missions are really good, but I don't want to do them by myself. It should be good. Shout out to the new mic, guys. Like, I picked up a new mic. Probably be hearing the quality change pretty soon in videos. Streaming, I'm not sure.
You are here on a capture
little bit more
mission.
annoying.
You must find, capture, and extract our target.
Oh, nice. This already has my I didn't realize I already unlocked my fourth ability. Which really doesn't help me right
Target
now.
located. Bring them in.
Yeah, thank you.
We cannot let our target know
That
we're
should
here.
be something we
Track
should
them
fix,
down
though.
quickly.
I definitely killed you
Mission
long
complete.
before
The captain
you
has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
you hit the ground. So it should have just been a thing where you became uninvisible. The fact that I had to wait for that thing to be seen again was kind of like weird. And yeah, I'll just, now the mission's done, I'll just fuck around and try to get this thing completed. The only problem is hidden missions, like exterminate missions, I like playing them because they give you a good enemy sense while you're going through the mission. Otherwise, you need to attach that as a thing. It's kind of annoying at times to always have to cut them up for enemies. Collect some money while I'm here. We're done. Great. Let's diddly dee. Wait, what the hell? Okay. I don't know if that was purposeful because I died. That was kind of weird. That's alright. I think Atlas is the frame that has the ability where Atlas has the ability where he can't be knocked over. I think it's his passive, which is super good at times because Grenier Scorpions are the infested ancient healers and things. That little wire they send out to grapple you is super annoying. this is probably like Wisp and her weaponry are some of my favorites. Wisp is just super, like, in terms of Warframe, a super buff character. Speed, so you know, it'll give you haste. Her shock buff is fucking brilliant. Her health buff I use just to help raise her up. It's more of a thing just for her. I kind of wish it was a shield buff, but I feel like because you have Children and you have other people who kind of give over shields, it was kind of nice to give someone who gives a health buff. Right, Trinity gives health buff, which is kind of cool, but she doesn't overheal you. What she'll do is she'll heal you back to your original. Wisp health buff overheal you. So you'll overheal by a percentage, whatever percentage it gives you. So if you're someone who already has a crap ton of health, you're just gonna get over health, you know, by quite a bit. The sword I was using before was the sword you get when you with the Umbra of Calvor. So when you go to the quest line to get him and you unlock it, they give you that sword. They give you a sword. I think they only give you the sword. But anyways, what's really cool about that weapon is when you land a stealth kill, right? I don't know if it's a stealth kill. I think it is a stealth kill. You land a stealth kill, it makes you invisible, right? So I rock that heavy when I'm using Loki. So Loki, I'm running around killing people. I get the stealth kill, so now my ability wears off. I'm still invisible. I recast my stealth ability, and then I'm still hit it. Like, so pretty much you can just stay invisible, just keep stealth killing people, getting the invisibility buff of the sword, and then nope. The little things in the game. That's why I was kind of upset. Like starting over from scratch would have been such an inconvenience. It's interesting sometimes to start games like this over because now you know so many different things, but it's a pain in the butt too. Because then you know where you're gonna end up, and you're like, I just want to get there now. Like I don't want to sit here and actually sit with this. Oh. Work.
If you want to have any chance of recovering Limbo, you have to find those proof fragments to complete the theorem.
I don't want to hear the words. All right. I think it doesn't. I think I'm rank 11 now. I think it doesn't show it when it's. You gotta be scratching my balls. That is an unrecognizably small. Whatever. I'm not gonna let it bug me. So, I got work to do. Big hit boy here. We're gonna go to equipment, orbiter, select landing craft. You're gonna go over to the. I wonder if they're gonna add another ship. It's very possible. Good. Orbiter appearance. Go. Not what I wanted. Oh, I gotta go back through it now. It sucks. Orbiter. Customize landing craft. Alright, so we're not gonna have that skin. Take it off. None. There you go. Okay. Random colors. Go until you find an interesting one. This kind of has like a weird bone vibe to it. I kind of like it. I don't like. No, I fucks with it. I don't think I have anything really to decorate my ship. Oh, I have a lot of those. I don't really want to use those. Those are kind of weird. the baubles. All right, that's where I'm gonna end this, guys. Probably will do another stream to this sometime later in the week. Not really sure when. So you know, as always, if you're gonna play the game, get out there. There's a lot of fun stuff to do right now. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but definitely, you have to spend some time getting really good support frames up. Getting, you know, you want to really work on forming, getting those augments. Because as soon as the Railjack update comes in and we have those missions, yeah, the sky's the limit, right? So you really want to be able to say you can contribute. That's one reason I went my own clan dojo. So the Railjack goes to your dojos. Keep that in mind. So you have to get all this stuff and build up to it. So when the update pops up, if you're not part of a clan, seriously consider making one yourself and start building towards it. That's what I'm doing. Because you have to, in order to get the Railjack and everything, you have to be a part of a clan so you can do it with clan members. I really don't think it's a solo type thing. So you're going to kind of be forced to play with other people. I don't feel like that's a bad thing per se, but I just say like, get to the place where you can contribute. I like the community of Warframe because there's always people who are willing to help other people, and there's like a really big sense of like, hey, if you need help leveling or whatever, or you're new to the game, a lot of people will help you. Just remember, you also have to like, you don't want to just be carried. Part of the fun is playing with other people, so don't just sit there and get carried and not really want to do anything or sit on the Railjack. They have a lot of cool stuff coming up. Even in the open world stuff, there's a lot of cool stuff to do. So if you're part of a crew, just like remember to like just play into it. You know, there's a bunch of for a game that's free. There's a bunch of shit you can do. So don't knock it. But yeah, now I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm just gonna take care of some shit. All right.